Hi, I'm Faith.
And I'm Neysa. And this is
Go Ladies, a podcast about navigating life, love,
and so much more
from a 40 plus perspective. We are recording. Hi, everyone.
Everybody. We're back.
We're back. We're back and laughing because that's what we do.
Yes. The comedy that ensues right after you push the button is pretty hilarious.
Recording now taking place. I laugh at the voice. That's what it is when you record something. Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of got an attitude a little bit too.
You think so? I think it just sounds sultry. But I think everything's sultry, so.
Cause you're nasty.
Opposite of the world.
That part.
Yeah.
So y'all, we are here. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
We are smiling and laughing as we always do. We always seem to circle back to that, despite what may be happening in the world, right?
We bring each other joy.
Oh, you bring me joy.
Saying it now. But no, seriously, like I have fun with you. Even when we butt heads, which isn't often because I'm always right, it brings me back to a happy place because you're silly.
Neysa has gone off on me. My goal is to not have you go off on me like that. Like it's like mama then you. Like I don't want you to go off on me because y'all have never experienced a Neysa go off, especially as an adult. It's different. And I don't like it. So I don't want you to do it.
Confirm nor deny the things that she is saying. But I have a reflection of that moment.
You're right. I'll give you that. You be right. Incorrect grammar. Right. But anyway, nevertheless, yes, you bring me joy too, Neysa.
Yay.
You're so cute. So this is kind of I think a tough show, tough episode, but timely. And it's something that we want to talk about and share our experiences with you. So first, we just want to speak the name of Cheslie Kryst, correct?
Correct.
30 years old. You've seen it, social media, all through your feeds. Former Miss USA. She was an attorney, also a contributing correspondent to Extra. Am I leaving anything else out? Lots of accolades. I want to do justice.
MBA, JD, all the degrees. Just, seem to be just a wonderful light.
Yeah. As we learn more about her, so many people I've seen just post about her and just, being around you was this. And I really enjoyed, you as a person. You were a great friend. You were a light. So yeah, I've heard or read great things about her. And even the letter from her parents. But I say all that to say she was identified as someone who jumped from a building in an apparent suicide. And this happened in New York City where she was living.
Right.
So, yeah.
So, obviously, myself nor Faith know Miss Kryst. Like we don't know her personally, Of course, we all saw the Black Girl Magic when she and two other women all held the title at the same time. Like, Miss Teen USA, Miss USA, and then Miss Universe was all like, oh, amazing Black Girl Magic moments. However, it's jarring enough to hear someone who has committed suicide, especially someone that, you look at like, oh, they're beautiful, they're wonderful, and they have everything going for them.
Yeah.
To hear the manner in which I think that was also very jarring. Like that was very startling to me. Like, I don't know. I just think like, not that we'll ever know what was in her head because we will never know, but just, it was very, like I said, jarring to see the manner in which she took her life. But no matter what the manner, like, it's just, I don't know. It seems like it's a really heavy time. We've had the King's son. We've had, several other people who have committed suicide over the past, couple years. I always go back to Anthony Bourdain because I loved Anthony Bourdain. He was and, just thinking all that through, people that you think have everything going for them, but you never know what they're carrying behind closed doors. Like, you just don't
Yeah.
know. So I wish healing and peace to her family. Because it's
For
one thing to
sure.
deal with it. It's one thing to deal with it in public eye. It's something to do
Yeah.
with the public eye and all the conversations and everywhere you look, it's her face again. So,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
just wish healing and peace to their family.
Yeah, for sure. That's yeah. You know what did it for me kind of was seeing I don't know if you follow Mark Lamont Hill, but like I read his like how she just impacted his life and just their friendship. And it was just very moving for me. So yeah, lots of outpouring to come. Um Neysa and I early on we talked about this, and I had talked about just sharing a personal story with you all. Most people who know me don't know me, I'll say. I kind of keep a lot of things close to the vest. Neysa knows me though. Neysa's family, right?
Family.
You are, your family. So I don't know how many years ago that was. So for the sake of not trauma bonding, I told Neysa, I told you I'm willing to share a piece of me.
Of course.
But
No,
y'all
I
ain't about to get
anybody,
everything.
all of you. And
I
believe me,
know.
I've written books, I've shared stuff, I've done blogs.
Yeah.
I share what I want to share. So you feel free to share what you want to share. And if you don't, be like, eh. And if I ask a question for clarification, you're like,
Yeah.
shut the hell up. I'll shut the hell up.
Yeah. Which I would never say it like that to you.
I would, but
You would say it to me though. So some years ago, I had an episode, I will say. Suicide was on the table. I had considered suicide. I considered how I was going to do it. Hadn't thought out like, oh, I'm gonna write a letter and do this. I was just like, I'm gonna end it all. I'm done. I'm over it. And it was a build up of things. And Neysa knows what I'm talking about because Neysa, I believe God sent you to help save me. I'm just saying thank you right now. I'm trying not to cry. So it was a buildup of just a lot of things. And unfortunately, lots of people in our former industry have committed suicide. We know of several. So I say all that to say it was a work related thing. And I just had enough. I just felt like the weight of the world was on me. I was much younger. I don't even think I was 30 yet, which is crazy. Was I 30? I was younger.
younger.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what I know now. So I'm grateful to still be here. I'll say that. But when I realized I was crying uncontrollably, like I had gotten to work and I could not turn it off. Like, and for me, my response is like, okay, something's really wrong with me. Cause I normally can kind of suck it up, go in the bathroom, don't let them see you cry, right? But I'm sitting at my desk and I'm just, right. I'm just like, okay, I can't turn it off. I can't turn it off. So I talked to you, you pulled in who you needed to pull in. At that time, I was seeing a counselor. I was seeing a professional at that time. But I think I was able to, looking back, I don't know that I would use the word depressed because I think there really are people who we know who have chemical imbalances who really are depressed. Right. I really do think I was having a bad day. That's just me. That's not a professional diagnosing me, but I think that looking back, because it didn't continue on. I'm not, I'm still in therapy, but I'm not on medication. I no longer have suicidal thoughts, etc. But anyways, I say all that to say I'll button it up.
You're fine.
But
The floor is yours.
Had a moment. Neysa took care of me, and I thank you for that. I talked to my therapist. I think that was before self-care for me was like a popular term. You gave me self-care, and that really means the world to me. Like, you will never know how much you mean to me because of that. So yeah.
I remember we dipped. We was like,
it was beneficial for you too.
I mean,
yeah.
From my side of it, because I'm a worker, and I'm the queen of telling people we don't cry in baseball. This work,
Yeah.
But there was something broken that day.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it, and so this is beyond me telling you to suck it up, because I think I told you to suck it up before. Like, hey, put your Google jaws on. This is work, but that day I could tell that it wasn't that, you know what I mean? And we had a dip, and I am not a counselor. So, I handle things the best way I can handle, which is, you want something to eat? Drink? What you got?
And that helps. Yes.
So, and I'll listen.
Yeah.
And I'll do something stupid to make you laugh or say something crazy, because that's what I do. But yeah, I help the best way I can. I will say, I think that's the time that I did reach out to your family as well and was like, hey.
You did.
Yeah. Hey, people.
Yeah.
Woo. I don't know if you know. There's a problem.
Yeah.
Could we hide things from our family, right?
We do.
Yeah.
We think we can handle it. So I greatly appreciate that. And I think a larger conversation, I know, the whole check on your strong friend. And in my circle, that's you. I don't know how many times I often just text you, welfare check. You good? I have to, Neysa, because you are, like you just said, I'm a worker bee. I work through things. And sometimes it's okay. Hey, I'm having a bad day. You've opened up more in recent years. You definitely have. You gross. But sometimes just being present. I think it's important to just check on people in general. I mean, I know it's pop culture and cliche, check on your strong friend, check on everybody. If somebody crosses your mind, this is just me saying this.
Yeah.
Check on them. It's for a reason. I found that in recent years. If I start thinking about somebody, hey, I ain't heard from you. What's good? You okay? And not just a surface level.
Yeah.
I literally have texted you the words welfare check.
Yeah.
Not, hey, how you doing? No, I'm checking on your well-being. That's important to me.
And you mean it. And you mean it. That's the difference too. Some people check on you to be in your business.
Yeah.
Hey girl, I heard, hey, like you really are a welfare. Let me tell you, my girl clique, super tight. Like, ain't nobody fresher than my clique, because it's the truth. Like, I have literally fallen apart and called you. Hell, you took me to the hospital before, hey, my stitches, can you take me to the hospital? Like, you got some people you can call to do some stuff. Yeah. Person I can call. Carrie, Brittany, like I texted Carrie and Brittany one day from work and was like, hey, I'm about to blow this whole bitch up. So help. And they was like, we'll be there. And they come ride, look, life is hard. Life is hard. And you have to have people that help you carry the weight. And you also have to have people that you carry the weight for, because it's a two-way street. I think that you're the one, and of course my other friends as well, but what was it, last summer? It wasn't like long ago, last fall actually. Like, couldn't breathe, I was having a heart attack, just feeling horrible, hands were shaking, like full-fledged panic attack, and could not get it together. And was like, what is wrong with me? Like, we'll go into this another day, I've had tons of bullshit happen throughout my life. Tons of surgeries happen throughout my life. Tons of surgeries and bullshit at the same time happen throughout my life. And bounce back like, okay, let's just keep it pushing, count it all joy. It's gonna be all right. Fuck them hoes, whatever I gotta say to get through it. Hoes, but do whatever to bounce back. I couldn't pull together. And it literally took my kid telling me, like, you're the only parent we got left. Well, you got to do something better, And my doctor told me either they'll replace you at work when you die, or they'll find somebody to cover you while you're out on leave for a little bit. I was like, there we go. There we go. And so it's hard. I think especially hard for people in our demographic, Black women. Strong Black women's killing a lot of Black women, let's be honest. And I would recommend therapy to other people, but never want to do it myself. You should go get therapy, girl. Ain't no shame in getting therapy, girl. Speak to somebody. There are people for that. You can pray all day, but prayer and work. Come on now.
Yeah.
Do you tell me to talk to somebody? I'm like, I can't be talking about business.
Yeah, we still working with you on that one.
Literally my first conversation with my counselor, I was like, look, I don't know if I can trust you.
Yeah.
I might become somebody. I might be Oprah tomorrow. You don't know. I have big dreams and big plans. If I'm Oprah tomorrow, and let's say you're my counselor, you mean well, you got the oath and these ethics and stuff. What if you get dementia? You're in the nursing home talking about take care of Oprah, and then all her business to the daggone CNA. And now she done wrote a book talking about my one time with Maury, who was Oprah's therapist, and now all her business in the street. And he was like, really? And I'm like, and I meant it.
You did.
Yes. He was like, dementia didn't run in my family. I'm okay. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's the creative in you, Neysa. That's the writer in you. You just wrote a whole story. Okay. Yeah.
Like,
we're still working on that with you.
I know.
Yeah.
But you know,
I know.
Being a strong
that you saw somebody is great. I'm just happy for you for that.
Thank you.
Snaps.
Thank you. And I'm actively looking for somebody for this year. The guy I had last year, I think was great for that time period, but he's not my long-term person, right? And being okay with that, like, I gotta switch it up.
Yeah.
I need something else. And so we'll see what that else is.
I love that. Because you're self-aware too. And you recognize that. I think it's really important. I've learned this from you, just to call an audible. Like you said, you worked yourself into a panic attack. Like you know, that whole situation, stress, etc., into a panic attack. And, you know, in my situation, I just couldn't stop crying. There was no way I was going to hide it. Like, so it doesn't always have to be, hey, I'm not having a great day. Sometimes if you have to holler, make some noise, you know? I do agree with checking, but a part of me too is like, just if I have to scream, like, I'm gonna get your attention.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes you can't scream because you can't breathe because you have a panic attack. Been there. You know, I think as friends too, pay attention to signs. Just try to, you know, not everybody, like you said, the whole strong Black woman, we're human at the end of the day. We're not immortal. We're human. We're human. We have human feelings. So I definitely implore people just to be a little bit more caring and kind. And I know, again, every time someone dies, or especially in a manner as this, it's check on, but just, you know, be intentional.
Like, you know, we always say, you know, I'm gonna pray for you. And that's the prayer. Like,
it is.
That's it. Like, no, like, can actually pray for somebody, you know? You're gonna say check on somebody, act like just today. Another soror is having surgery, and I was like, hey, no surgery, what do you need? You know?
Yeah.
I don't say that for kudos or accolades, but it's like, let me make sure I follow through. And I suck at it.
Yeah.
Like, I suck at it. I can recognize it. So it's probably telling the secret, but I plan text out sometimes, downtime. Like, I know I suck at birthdays. So let me go ahead and put this text on here on the schedule. So I don't miss it. If you remember, I'm gonna miss it. You know? Same thing with someone checking in, especially when I travel so much for work.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and plan these out. Hey, hope my kids ain't watching. Sometimes they get scared. I love you text because I love you. Hope you're having a good day. Because I do care.
Right.
In a meeting or running from here and there, I don't always have time to say it. And I deserve to hear it because they're my children. So I get it out. Same thing with checking on people. Sometimes you got to check on them. And then when they hit you back, I'm like, oh, I did send that. Let me stop what I'm doing to focus, you know, because they need something. And so it's okay. Do what you do. Put it in your calendar if you have to.
Nothing's wrong with that. That's not a horrible secret. I think you're still being intentional. You know what I mean? About reaching out to people and not forgetting about it. I think that's great. I also think something I've often wondered, sometimes, you know, we don't always have the bandwidth to take on someone else's trauma or whatever they may be dealing with. So I do believe in having people maybe stand in the gap. I experienced a situation where someone had kind of called upon me and I really was not in a position at that time to help. So I called somebody else. Hey, I need you to take over I need you to check on this part. You know what I mean? Because I literally just couldn't. It wasn't anything personal, but that's something you don't hear a lot talked about a lot.
I mean, real talk, that happened to me the same way. And
Mhm.
this person called me, and I had been drinking. I was
Mhm.
conditioned to drive a car.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
cannot come, and they don't live close, so I can't like an Uber over there. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
I had to phone a friend, like, hey, this person needs help. Can you please assist them at this moment?
Mhm.
Because I can't, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I also think this though too. Like you said about bandwidth, sometimes the situation's above me. Like
Mhm.
I am not equipped to handle this.
Mhm.
And this is beyond, I need somebody to listen to me.
Right.
This is really a episodic thing that needs medical attention.
Mhm.
And at that point in time, I think we have to do our best to get them to the medical attention, but
Mhm.
being okay with not being everybody's therapist.
Right.
Jesus is my savior, Neysa's not.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
sometimes that messianic complex of, oh, I can fix everybody. And the reality is, I'm not called to fix everybody.
Amen.
So let me help get you to the person that can get you back on the right track, because
Mhm.
I'm ill-equipped to do so. And
Yeah.
so I don't have the knowledge, I don't have the words, I don't have
Mhm.
the pathology to do so. So let me go ahead and just point you in the right direction and get you somebody who can handle
Mhm.
in a safe environment, because I am not. Because this is more than just, I'm having a bad day, my man ain't shit,
Mhm.
those are things you can cry out with your girlfriend about tequila,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But there's some real things, like it's real clinical depression.
Yes. Yeah.
That's more than a
Mhm.
happy hour to fix.
Mhm.
I,
Mhm.
you know, so just knowing that, and then giving people the space and the wherewithal to say, I can't do it, but I'll hold your hand as you go.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'll-
that's important. Like just do what you can. I've just kind of felt, do your part, do something, but you know what I mean? Like you said, you're not a professional. You got me to my professional who wasn't in the office, but we did give her a call. That I remember. But yeah, so, do what you can. I took a training once. It was a QPR, question, persuade, refer, if I'm not mistaken. And I think for me, that's when it hit me. The professional was talking about the difference between a bad day and really being depressed, because so often people do throw out, I'm depressed, to where people who really are depressed get kind of glossed over, believe it or not, because it's so easy to be like, girl, I'm depressed. You know what I mean? I'm anxious. I'm this. And there really are people who really are and really struggle with that and are seeking help for it or not. So, yeah.
There's also a spectrum.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anxiety doesn't show up the same way.
Right.
So that, and I am learning more about these subjects, and because let's be honest, I was born many moons ago, and this is nothing you talked about. Everybody had that little crazy kind of auntie,
That is true.
that
Mm-hmm.
quite right, and
Mm-hmm.
why she ain't quite right. She don't talk about why she ain't right,
Right. Yeah.
that's right. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and you leave it at that. And so now we're talking more about these things, which is
Mm-hmm.
great. We're having the words to call things out. We're having the resources to,
Yeah. Yeah.
let me say, that's a privilege to have the resource, because the resources aren't there for everybody.
Nope.
Some of the resources are there to help people in these situations.
Yeah.
I also think too, though, and this is going to sound a little touch and go here, but sometimes because you do have the words, people do throw them out haphazardly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, are you really like going through all this?
Yeah.
Or are you trying to be an attention getter?
Mm-hmm.
However,
Yeah.
I have learned in my time, because sometimes you do think that, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I have learned that it's not my job to diagnose.
Right.
It is my job to listen.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, point them to the correct resources, and, work through whatever their self-soothing techniques, if those work.
Yeah.
Not, then okay, here's the next level, conversation about what we can do. But
Mm-hmm.
because I could say early on, I was much more judgmental.
Mm-hmm.
And she always falling out. Like,
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
with grace and wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
then you're like, oh, no, no, no. Like, she's really in a dark space,
Yeah. Yeah. Let me just be quiet because you don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
You
God
don't.
forbid something happened to him, and then you're like, oh,
Hello.
people get shamed for reaching out because you don't want to be a bother to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
all these different layers to it. And, and you add a pandemic and isolation on top of it.
Hello. Yeah. Yep.
It's easy. I even think about myself, not saying I am depressed. Let me clarify this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying
Yeah.
that there's a definite change. 2020
Mm-hmm.
started, got up every morning, shower, full face of makeup, work clothes head to toe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work like I'm at work,
Mm-hmm.
brain going,
Yeah.
I'm gonna work out. I'm home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this. I'm
Mm-hmm.
these meals and blah, 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 and all this new time I had on my hand. Then work realized you're at home and you don't realize you off. So you just work until 10 o'clock.
Yep.
Because we can, because you're at home, right? What's
Mm-hmm.
call when you're at home anyway?
Yeah. Yep.
And then I realized, like, about a month ago, I was like, you look a mess.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Because now I'm getting up, I get in the shower, I throw in a lipstick and some glasses and, a shirt, but I got on miscellaneous bottoms, you know what I mean? So I'm sitting here,
Yeah.
which is everybody's pandemic wear has changed.
Yeah.
But then it became, I haven't left my house even
Mm-hmm.
days on end,
Mm-hmm.
and then am I working out or am I just watching Netflix? Am I eating a meal or am I just eating these chips and salsa?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All these things that you thought oh, all this time to do started to slip. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, no, 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 no. You're spiraling out.
Mm-hmm.
Get it back together, get back to structure,
Yes.
back on it so that way you can, keep moving forward, even in a pandemic.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's true.
so I can imagine the depression, how
Yes.
easy it is to hide in this moment.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I miss you at the office. I don't notice that you aren't at the water cooler.
Yep.
Because you're at home.
Mm-hmm.
So
That isolation. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
okay.
I'll admit early on, I would at least put on a bra, but now I don't. Just sharing that. Once I really paid attention to all you see is here, I was like, no, just let him hang. It's fine.
I did the same thing until I realized gravity is not my friend. And I thought, let me go ahead and pull these back up so they don't go no further south.
I mean, they look good.
I mean, I got a bra now, but
I got on a hoodie. But I did realize, but I earlier for a while too, I was like, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna at least put on a bra and a nice shirt. And then I was like, yeah, no. I'm not wearing this bra. Anyway, but yeah, I do understand. Yeah. Pandemic's not been friendly for many reasons.
Yeah. But there is a hotline. I wrote down the number.
Yes, there is. There are resources available. So
there are resources available. So it's a suicide prevention hotline. I'm reading this from my paper and I'll also drop it in the on the bottom of the screen as well. 1-800-273-8255. And they're 24/7. Like 24/7. You can call whenever you need something. They will listen. They are equipped to, talk to you and see what you need and send help. Should you need help at that exact moment, they can do that,
Mm-hmm.
But there are people out there who can listen and, at least point you in the direction of resources. And you ain't got to wait to the last minute. Mm-hmm. You ain't got to be holding nights. I'm about to slip my wrist. Like you can call like right now, like, hey, it's going dark over here. Make that phone call. There's no cutoff for when you can call if you need help.
Exactly. Yep.
Seek it.
It's okay to ask for help.
Yep. You can.
It really is.
You can have a therapist and a pastor. It's okay.
Amen.
So people like you can only have one or the other. You can have both.
You sure can.
And a masseuse and a hairstylist and everything else. You can have all the things. I'm serious.
And a colorist and
a weaveologist.
And a weaveologist. Yeah.
So you can have all the peoples.
Amen on that note.
So look, we are who we are.
We are.
And you got to have your tribe of people who
Shout
give you
out to the
self-care.
tribe. Yep.
So you have to have your tribe of people, those
Yes.
professionals
Yes.
that give you the self-care that you desire. So
Mm-hmm.
I believe in that.
Yeah.
So I guess to go.
That was good to go.
I have it to go.
The resources.
No, I
Yeah.
have it to go.
Oh, you have one? I'm my BS sis.
I
Go
have it to
ahead.
go.
What you got?
And I'm gonna quote Miss Cheslie.
Okay.
Her last post.
Mm-hmm.
May this day bring you rest and peace. And we wish the same to her. So,
Absolutely.
on that. We'll catch you later on. Share us on Instagram and all those things. And seriously, what are your ways of self-care? Like, tag us, let us know. We'll post a question on IG too. I'm actually going to drop this a little bit early because we know we drop on Friday. We're going to drop it a little bit early just because people need help. And the more people that are pointing to this help sign, the suicide prevention number or whatever other help there is, the more people that might actually get the help. So we're going to drop this a little early. So have a great week. Bye.
Bye, y'all.